How's it going, lads? Got another land battle replay for you. This will actually be from the Warpstone Cup, run by Human Boy Yes Yes, and this is actually a replay from Human Boy Yes Yes in his matchup against Wags. Human Boy Yes Yes heading up the Greenskin, not his favorite faction. Instead, he's facing up against them. He would be using Azag with Doom and Darkness, Foot Azag. Not even Wyvern Azag, just Foot Azag. With Slag of Slashes for that melee attack and leadership bonus, which is fantastic for the Greenskins, of course. Along with Get On With It, which, affects allies in range. And grabbing some more leadership as well. So fantastic items there for good old Azag. Goblins for the front line with some Savage Orcs as well. We also have some skirmishing as well. The Morgan's Mangy Marauders, plus the Death's Creepers, Forest Goblin, Spider Rider, Archer, ROR. They have regen, and just some better stats overall. Morgan's Mangy Marauders, yeah, 3 times fast, 10 times fast. They have AP missiles, pretty good against anything Skaven can bring, really. And you always just need some Skaven, or rather some skirmishing to screen out any big targets that Skaven have. Stone Trolls as well for any infantry killing needs, along with the Swamp Things as well. Love the Swamp Things. They have that overwhelming Ogre, riding that -6 melee attack debuff, of course, in their region, and solid stats all around. We also have some Squig Herds. Just 2 of them, I believe. Yeah, 3 of them. Can't count. We also have the 8 Peak Loonies, who of course have the Loons of 8 Peaks. Just a better version of the whatever they're called, the little chain and ball thingies. I for some reason can't think of the name. But also some Forest Goblin Spider Riders to protect their goods, the back line. Or actually, there's no back line to protect, really. It's just to chase down any wolf rats, etc. So a very, very wide line for the Greenskins, of course. Quick Head Taker will be on foot, as opposed to being on a rat ogre or something. We do have Quick Head Taker. Verminous Valor with Stand Your Ground and Trophy Heads, plus Dwarf Gouger and his Warp Shard Armor. So pretty much his whole freaking kit. Nice. Awesome. Not sure how great he is against the Greenskins, but we'll see. We have as well as Queek, a Warlock Engineer with Warp Lightning, Death Frenzy, Frenzy and Ruin, and Musk of Fear for that leadership and melee attack debuff, which again can be good against Greenskins as well, vice versa. Skaven Slaves for the front line with some Eshin Triads in the back. We'd also have some Wolf Rats with Poison and a double Hellpit. Yes, effective, very effective combo or tactic to use against the Greenskins, and has been used before in Warhammer 2. They are they are specialized anti-large and have terror plus regen. Harder for Greenskins to get rid of. Obviously, with a volume of fire, they can be taken down, but it's going to take a lot of volume of fire. They also have too horrible to die, so if they go below 10% HP, they have a chance to heal up 10% for back. Yeah, just heal up. They also, but if they do die, they do have Rats and Merge, so they drop some Skaven Slave Spears if they die. Just for those who don't know. They also have some missile resistance at 15%. But they should do good into stone trolls and whatnot. Any trolls that they bring. Also some good night runners in the back as well for sneaky little Skaven tactics. Wolf Rats just get in there, get a nice little cheeky charge in on the goblins. Skaven Slaves are going to get an engagement there with all the goblins. And, find a fight they can actually possibly do damage in. You got the Hellpits pushing in, getting through those 8 Peak Loonies and getting on top of these Swamp Things. That's going to be perfect for them. Stone Trolls running into Skaven Slave Spears. Eshin Triad should help out with those. We have Savage Orcs coming around. Quick Head Takers in the fight as well. Kind of help out, get on top of also the Swamp Things. Help out with that engagement as I coming over. Wah is popped, so a lot of the stat buffs as well. Gonna help buckle that Skaven Slave front line quicker. Eshin Triads and Night Runners coming from behind and trying to help out. Death Creepers are under fire, along with the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, to do get an engagement with the Wolf Rats with the help of Death Creepers. So those Wolf Rats should hopefully be killed off soon, though the Spider Riders aren't great in melee. They're kind of pitiful, to be honest. Little block fight over here still going on about. Swamp Things aren't going to be taking a beating. Aren't going to be taking a beating for free. They're going to be putting some damage out. And especially with the help of some Savage Orcs, Rat Ogre, or rather Stone Trolls, bust through the front line, get into the back line, are going to start coming over to help out with this engagement, as I'm surprisingly has to come over to help. But Stone Trolls just beating down on Eshin Triads with the help of Goblins, helping mitigate some of that damage that could be going towards the Stone Trolls, which would otherwise make that engagement bad for them. Eventually, those Wolf Rats got finished off and shattered, I think, by the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, and probably from the help of the Savage Orcs as well. Though we do have some Eshin Triads there. They do not like that engagement. They are specialized anti-large and will hate fighting a infantry specialized target like Savage Orcs. Hellpits are they're struggling here. They're struggling here a bit. They are surrounded by the Swamp Fangs. What seemed like a decent engagement for them is not seem like a great engagement anymore. It's taken a long time to take them out, but then we have a Frenzy and Ruin thrown down, and the Swamp Things are going to rout. I mean, how could they not? Stone Trolls are coming over, however, and that is another task for the Hellpits to have to deal with. And not only that, there's another Stone Troll as well. But, Human Boy Yes is playing it smart and not blobbing around them, as the Skaven player wants, so they don't get any big fat value worth of Frenzy and Ruins. Wolf Rats get on top of the Squig Herd, or vice versa, and Wolf Rats possibly rout, or actually the Squig Herd's rout. Wolf Rats are wavering. Whole bunch of infantry still left, mostly just goblins, but yeah, there's a lot more left here for the Greenskins side. No surprise. Somehow these Night Runners are still up and shooting. Savage Orcs have finished off the Eshin Triads. Death Creepers have come back. Going to speed it up a little bit. Warp Lightning shot down, and that'll go to the Greenskins. So, how did things do? Azek 748, 1106 for their Swamp Things, 812 for the Stone Trolls, 1504 value. There on those Savage Orc Biggins, of course, they were fantastic, and didn't really have anything to push them back. This is Bag's fault for running Skaven against Human Boy. Human Boy knew what to expect, and said, "How dare you bring my favorite faction against me?" Everything else, yeah, Hellpits didn't really pull their weight. Kind of dead weight there for the Skaven side. And of course Queek. Queek sucks. Queek's bad. Queek the worst. Give him Hellpit Abomination mount. Thanks. Bye. How's it going, guys? Got a land battle replay for you. This would actually be from the Warpstone Cup, a tournament run by Human Boy SS. This is the first round set of matches, and this is Human Boy Yes. He is up against Bwags, and he's playing the Ogre Kingdoms up against Wood Elves. For his lord, he's going to have a Slaughtermaster, Great Maw, with Toothcracker and Brain Gobbler, along with Blood Gruel, just to get that passive regen by spamming out these relatively cheap spells. And Belly Slapper for that -8 melee attack once he gets into melee, or rather, once he gets into the distance of a melee, which hopefully he does. Nobblers are going to be for the front line, no surprise. Nobbler Trappers as well, including the Bogglars of the Mad Marshes, which are just, a better version of the Trappers. They do have that 1% healing in water, but there's not really any, I don't think, water here. I don't think this counts as water, unfortunately, for them. This is like shallow muck. But nonetheless, Ogre Bulls as well. Iron Fists with those bronze shields to help mitigate some of the missile fire from the Elven side, which is obviously good. And obviously you need that to just to fight with any, you need any Ogre Bulls just to deal with any infantry from the Elven side, because they will massacre Nobblers. Not massacre, but they will beat them handily. Iron Guts as well, pretty cool. Seen some Iron Guts. We do have, I think, 3 of them. Let me see. Yes, 3 Iron Guts. They do have bonus versus infantry, heavy AP. Not a lot of armor on the Elven side, but that bonus versus infantry is going to be great, and just, you know, pretty good weapon strength all around. So they also have that 100 armor as well to mitigate any, say, like Hawk Rider fire, which doesn't have great AP. For the rest of the army, I think we have a bunch of Saber-Tusk packs, yes, just to chase down any skirmishing units for the Wood Elf side, along with, well, you know, just getting any cheeky rear charges on their frontline infantry. For the Wood Elf side, we do have Orion. Love Orion. CA hates him, however, and they won't fix him. They did give him 360 firing, but he still bugs out and doesn't freaking throw his spear sometimes, and just has trouble all around. He's just a buggy mess. Oh, excuse me. Let me pause that. Yikes. Yes, there we go. Professional Contegrator. Hounds of Orion with Horn of the Wild Hunt, and Cloak of Isha for that heal, of course, and Word Save. Hawk Riders should do some pretty good work at just shooting Ogre Bulls and any, you know, Saber-Tusk pack, etc. Azurai Spears to deal with Ogre Bulls. We also have the RWAR version, the Loex Tricksters, War Dancers with that heavy AP, pretty good melee stats, 50-60. Obviously low armor because they are Azurai Spears, but not only that, they do have the Loex Shroud, which I think does the normal version does not have the Loex Shroud. It gives them that 25% speed boost plus Unspottable and stock, which is pretty nice for any sneaky plays. And yeah, Azurai Spears also have Fizz Res, so pretty great unit all around in this matchup. Blade Guard with Starfire Shafts for those AP missiles. They have a pretty long range as well, 170, and then magic missiles and fire to help deal with any regen units. We also have the Lost Sylvan Knights, Great Stag Knights ROR, with you know, magic attacks, frostbite, them being ethereal, and frenzy. Just solid all around if the opponent doesn't bring anything with magical attacks or any spells which are good at dealing with, or any direct damage spells. We also have a Spell Singer of Life with Earthblood, just to help like Orion, your Azurai Spears, especially your Lost Sylvan Knights. Hawk Riders come in, try to stop those Iron Guts from getting on top of the Glade Guard, because those Glade Guard, or rather the Star Shafts, are very, very important. Though we do have some Iron Fist pushing in and getting on top of them, which is not great. Hounds of Orion dropped on the Bogglers of the Mad Marsh. We do have Saber-Tusk packs jumping in and then getting on top of these Loex Tricksters, who have been granted the Horn of the Wild Hunt, granted that charge bonus, which, you know, is good on the initial fight, but disappears, or not, doesn't provide much use after. Hawk Riders get absolutely run over by the Iron Guts, and they finish them off, and are going to now get on top of the Starfire Shafts. Lost Sylvan Knights get a rear charge, hitting these Nobblars, Saber-Tusk pack, and these other Saber-Tusk pack, routing them off. Fantastic by them. We do have, however, the Starfire Shafts have also been compromised. They now no longer are able to shoot, unfortunately for them. Hawk Riders have been having a tough time. Down to 15 models, only 1800 HP. Orion is trying his best. We do have Storm of Blades popped, giving them that melee attack and a less melee defense, going for more of that glass cannon approach. Lost Sylvan Knights get a charge in on the Ogre Bulls, and will do some solid work against them. Yeah, I think these Lost Sylvan Knights might be the reason that the Wood Elves here possibly win this, but their Ethereal Fizz Res isn't as good as it used to be, considering once that Ethereal change happened. They do have more HP, just less Fizz Res, so the small arm fire from these Nobbler Trappers will add up, though that is what the heals are for, and there we go, we get an Overcasted Earthblood, topping them up. They're going to push through as well, get on top of the these Iron Guts and these other Iron Goods as well. So they're going to be doing some great work. These Iron Guts are going to be routing off -8 leadership. Over here on this slide, Slaughtermaster is beating down on these low Tricksters with that melee attack debuff. They're down to 32, but they still have fantastic melee defense, of course. Though, and as well as Brain Gobbler thrown on top of them as well, bringing them down to 9 leadership. Slowly over, they might rout here soon, though surprisingly they haven't so far, even with that spell thrown on top of them. Lost, yeah, they're hanging in there. Nice, very, very good. But another Earthblood hitting these Lost Sylvan Knights. They are very, very imperative to this game here. A lot of their models are dying, unfortunately, though. 19 models left. Plenty of room to heal with, down to 14. But yeah, losing these guys is probably going to spell doom here for the Wood Elves. But we'll see here. We still have, you know, oh, good old Orion. But yeah, I think there's just too much here for the High Elves, and, or rather for the High Elves, for the Ogre Kingdoms, and I think that'll spell doom for Orion. Just gonna speed it up here, and I think that is it. Orion and his wild hunt has come to an end. Sadly, as much as I'd love to see Orion do good here, I just cannot imagine him winning this. Ogre Kingdoms get the win, and Slaughtermaster, of course, not going to pick up a lot of value, but the Iron Guts did fantastic. They're just pushing through that front line, getting on top of those poor Blade Guard. And yeah, it just did fantastic work, even doing okay work into the Lost Sylvan Knights as well. Iron Fist did okay. 1084 on these Knoblar Trappers. Yeah, a lot of those throwing knives just built up a lot of value, just the volume of fire. Libertas back did okay as well. 1365 on these guys. Nice. Fantastic. The Great Stag Knights didn't do great. They did okay. Same with Orion. Yeah, just Orion. These two right here, it just cost so much. Orion is expensive for how janky he is. He does okay though, 1000 value. 746 as one of the Tricksters. Just a lot of it. Very expensive build here for Bwags. Bwags is a great Wood Elf player though, so you know, maybe he was trying something new, or maybe this has worked before. I don't know. Yeah, the Azure Spears are great here. It was just, you know, too much. I mean, look at the build difference here in terms of volume. But yeah, solid match. Catch you guys next time. Bye bye.